Every one of us has that thing that, we should have done 10 years ago, that thing that if you had just done one small thing differently, if you would just face down your doubts and take an action, everything in your life would be different today. Your career, your marriage, or your relationship, your finances, most importantly, your confidence in yourself. And guess what? Right now, there are probably things happening in your life that have the power to change your next 10 years just as dramatically. Let's begin with the 3 hidden enemies of good decisions. These obstacles are invisible to most of us. I mean, literally invisible. You don't even realize what an outsized impact they have on your decisions and therefore on your results throughout your entire life. The first one is false binaries. Now, it's completely normal. It's a human cognitive bias to always see things in these fixed dualities. It's either you or it's me. It's either Democrat or Republican. It's buy it or not buy it. It's marry her or don't marry her. Take the job, don't take the job. But the actual nature of the world that we live in is almost never broken into twos, okay? It's almost never black or white. And you almost always get suboptimal results sticking with those extreme poles of what looks like it's a black and white decision. You're almost always going to get better results exploring the grayscale in between, or even better, just getting out of that box completely and looking for the red, green, and blue options. Now, the second obstacle is false scarcity or urgency. Now, look, sometimes urgency is real. I mean, yes, sometimes you do need to act immediately, but most of the time, you've got a lot more time than the deadline that guy across the table or even the monkey inside your own mind is trying to push on you. So first of all, obviously, taking time means you have more time for data collection. It's funny how often if you just do a little Google search, it can completely revise your understanding of a problem. You can read reviews of what other people did in your situation, what other options might be available to you from experts. And then, there's also the value of just sleeping on it. It's cliche, but it's really good advice. Before you take a big decision, just sleep on it. Get your subconscious mind involved by leaving it until morning. Now, to be clear, ruminating endlessly and not having a deadline on a decision obviously doesn't get you anywhere. But a night's sleep, probably going to improve your results. All right, third thing is the sneakiest one. It's the hardest to see. But it is also the one that is most responsible for making us less than optimal in our decision making, or worse, being stuck and making no decision at all. And that is the consideration of social status, how the decision will affect our social status, how it's going to make me look, how it's going to play out in front of my peers, in front of my friends, my family, or the opposite sex. And of course, that may be appropriate. I mean, if you're trying to decide what to wear tonight, that's entirely social status, maybe. But for most of the important decisions in your life, it is just a recipe for regret. You end up doing what you think you should do rather than what's right, what you actually want, and what's honest. Once you take a moment to actually pay attention to these 3 things, I promise you'll be shocked by how much these 3 factors just autopilot you into the wrong direction if you're not careful. But if you could train your intuition, well, a fantastic first step for doing that is to review those first 3 obstacles to good decision making that I just talked about. If you do, you might be surprised to discover how much more accurate your intuition becomes. But look, this is just the beginning. This is level 1. In the 5-day Decisive Edge Challenge, I'm going to be unpacking exactly how to use this stuff. In just an hour a day, I will guide you through some quick and easy challenges that will cement these things into your mind so that you can work from first principles instinctively and begin to actually trust your gut. Now, during the course of these 5 days, you are going to get 2 basic things: a toolkit for consistently making the best decisions that will deliver great results with more personal power every single time, and 2, the ability to actually use that toolkit. A series of just do them once exercises that work like a vaccine against fear and uncertainty. And all of that mental chatter that happens when we're up to something important, that's something meaningful in our lives, to get you from that paralysis to confident, empowered. Now, personally, I can't wait to get started on this challenge. It's going to be off the hook. I hope you'll consider joining up. Oh yeah, and did I mention it's free? So look, I got a Zoom room for us with 100 seats. So click the link here in the video or down below it, or go to the decisiveedge.pro and register now before it fills up, and I will see you there.